Hello everyone. The past year has been quite prosperous, with many insane data packs releasing. Today, I decided to gather the best 15 data packs released this year. Without any further ado, let's dive into the video. Whimzee's Better Desert Pyramids brings in some changes to these structures, allowing some huge and stylish pyramids that resembles an advanced Egyptian era. The inside of this place has not been neglected, considering you'll notice a spacious interior with minimal but aesthetic Egyptian decorations. To get to the main treasury, you've got to jump here. But don't worry, there is a water lake, so you'll not receive any fall damage. But you'll most definitely receive critical damage due to the fact that you're surrounded with skeletons and husks from every corner. This place is full of loot chests, but it will be difficult entering it the first time since there is a spawner you just won't be able to notice due to the pitch black darkness. After you are done with the first floor, yes, the first floor, there is a deeper point to reach actually. This time, skeleton and husks would be the least of your worries. Shulkers will be shooting you from every angle, so I'd recommend bringing a shield alongside some buckets of milk. Now to the final stages of the pyramid, and a place that most of you are familiar with. Here, where you will claim your full reward after a hard and tiring battle. The Infinity Blade is a weapon that will drain all of your savings, since you will need a diamond sword and a whole 64 blocks of diamond, but it's worth it, and I'll show you why. For starters, you can summon a bunch of blades around you by pressing the swap key. In my case, it's R. Those blades are so strong and adaptive. Upon receiving any projectiles from enemies, the blades will interfere fast enough before the arrow even reaches you, and they'll strike back as well. The striking back doesn't do much damage to the opponent, but when you crouch, the diamond swords will spin around you, turning you into a walking blender. So if you come a little bit closer to any mob, it would mean instant death to that poor being. And by the way, do you remember the defense mechanism of the swords? Well, it does work on fireballs around the way. And another skill that works especially wonderful against remote enemies is the flying blades. So simply crouch and press the swap key again, and you will release a barrage of sharp projectiles at the ghast, ultimately popping them instantly. This attack is especially useful in tight situations, but be careful as it drains all of your blades. Make sure you replenish them by pressing R without crouching. The Infinity Blade, although it requires quite literally 4000 diamonds to be made, it can help defeat the toughest of adversaries, such as the Wither Boss and the Warden. Maybe not the Warden, but practically everyone else. Here, what you have to do is simply placing a random painting on a wall and throw an egg on it. Following this animation, a studio will be summoned. From there, you can proceed with painting. You could choose any color you would like, along with the size of the brush, and even save the file for later use. With this data pack, you can just relax and get in a flow state where you will be drawing for hours. I tried making some good paintings, but I guess I'm just bad at drawing. Still, I trust your ability to produce much better art pieces. Also, you could convert the drawings into real paintings which you could place anywhere in your world. Terra is a unique data pack that will entirely overhaul the way your world generates. This data pack takes direct inspiration from the popular mod Terra, with it being runnable on the latest versions of Minecraft and on either mod loaders, even on vanilla. The biomes that came with Terra are quite mountainous and vast. Sadly though, you can't configure the way the biomes are structured, but I'm sure you'll love it just the way it is. Deep Dark Enhanced introduces new maps and structures, the first being the Watcher in the Ancient Outpost. The moment this giant eyeball detects you, you're a goner. I'm not saying this lightly. At least 6 wardens will be summoned, all in a narrow space, which basically guarantees your demise. Now to the main point of the data pack, the Ancient City. This place has been entirely overhauled, with it having a warden statue at the middle. I won't say this looks a lot better than the vanilla, but it's definitely a refreshment. There's a second mob that you must be careful of, which is the Devourer. If you took the wrong step, you may turn into its dinner. And the final, most powerful mob here is the Keeper. No matter how much armor you've got, the Keeper will always be able to one-shot you. So a battle against it is futile at best. The animation and the design of the Keeper is so appealing and terrifying at the same time. And you could claim some weapons through killing it, such as this sword that allows you to release a sonic boom just like a warden. Capitals and captives is pretty similar to towns and towers, but with a different style of building. Again, I wouldn't say it's better than towns and towers, but it's definitely worth your time. This data pack took care of every single detail about the villages, with them being decorated using armor stands, banners, bushes and more. Each village has a completely different building style and adheres to its nature and surroundings. Villager outposts have also been overhauled, and unlike towns and towers, the original structure was not replaced, rather just improved upon. You'll notice the same camps with a tower in the middle, but with a bigger and more detailed architecture. Currently, the data pack does not cover every single variant for the villages, but due to it being fresh, you could expect future updates coming real soon. Smiles guns too added some vanilla-ish 2D guns. The special about these armaments is that they're all craftable in the vanilla Minecraft. And just the fact that there's a data pack covering firearms makes Smiles guns a unique addition to this list. Through these crafting recipes, you can get yourself one of the most earth-shattering weapons known to man. First, there is a skull called the Gaster Blaster, and it sure is a blaster. Once you take aim at an army, the Gaster Blaster will appear and shoot an incredibly devastating laser beam. There is also the Bone Stab. This is a trap that you can use to kill a lot of mobs at once. It's a bit similar to the Fortnite trap, but it deals instant damage and gives them poisoning effect. And again, the animations here baffled me, considering this is just a resource pack with some commands. SLT's Redstone Golem introduces a new type of golems, inspired by the game Minecraft Dungeons. This guardian is stronger than the usual golems and will last longer. ProGamerBot is back on the list with a data pack dedicated to enhancing the archaeology update. The data pack adds this new temple. This is a massive jump from the casual trays we had on 1.20. Entering the temple will be an adventure of a lifetime, with traps all over the place, parkours to complete, and treasures to claim. Once you reach the final chamber, you can claim the reward. But there is a twist. Right after taking the trophy, you're probably not leaving this place alive. The floor will start filling up with sand, and if you're not quick enough, like me, you might end up buried in this temple. In which case, you will become the archaeology yourself. Elemental Powers is my personal favorite data pack on the list. With this pack installed, you'll gain the power of fire, earth, air, water and more. The execution of the attacks is so well made, with no groundbreaking animations or anything, just casual vanilla particles. But take my word for it, it's addictive. Every bend within this data pack is enjoyable and special, and the best in my opinion is the air bend. One of the most ambitious data packs of the year was Update Aquatic 2. The data pack offered new biomes with new mobs, like this clam over here. If you are lucky enough, you may find a pearl within it. There are also many more creatures. Some are peaceful, like the jelly, and some are large and scary, like the kraken. There is also a new structure called the Sunken City, which is mainly inspired by Atlantis. Here, you'll find a new type of villager that you could only trade pairs with. I didn't have any, so it was practically useless to me. A data pack that takes the lead when it comes to firearms is the Gamingbarn guns. The models provided here are unusual and are almost equivalent of a major Minecraft mod such as Timeless and Classics. The sounds are very appealing, and with the physics mod installed, you'll get engulfed into a modern warfare play without any complex mods at all, with the exception of the physics mod, of course. I'm so happy to see that the datapacks community is thriving and can't wait to witness future projects. When hovering to the Achievements tab, you will notice a new tab that gives instruction on how to build a Viking ship. Upon collecting the necessary commodities, you can simply throw them together on the ground and there you go. The manner in which you drive these ships is different. You will need to right-click the steer wheel in your right to control the direction, and right-click the lever in your left to increase or decrease your speed. The ships are quite helpful and even have a storage system and a couple of seats for passengers. To start here, you will need to be in survival or hardcore mode, then use this command. After that, you can just go around and kill the mobs you wish to morph into. Mobs like spiders will give you the ability to crawl into any obstacle. Mobs like the creeper will make you explode by simply shifting and looking straight down. And many more abilities you could obtain by killing more mobs. I hope this video helped you out. If so, a like and a subscribe would be much appreciated. Also, here's a video of the best mods released this year. See ya in the next one, my friend.